guys, welcome. This is a general reading for all of the collective for the full moon in Sagittarius. I'm going to give you some details about the full moon. I've got my notes here, and if you're not interested in the astrology of the full moon, you can jump ahead because I timestamped this. You can jump ahead to the oracle or to the tarot reading. I like to let people know they can do that. So with the full moon in Sagittarius opposite the sun in Gemini, we're dealing with thoughts and perceptions and communication. With the full moon in Sag, we're celebrating the higher truths, right? The higher mind and the higher truths that we seek to guide our journey forward. The shadow artifact of Sun in Gemini is too much thinking, over-reliance on intellect and reasoning, scattered thoughts, monkey mind, anxiety even. So this is where the release portion of the full moon comes in, because all full moons are about release. So we want to clear out the scattered thoughts. We want to release the lower thinking, reach toward higher ideals, higher perspectives. And being that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, therefore this full moon is ruled by Jupiter. So we are in a mindset of expansion, of abundance, of prosperity, of good fortune in general. And we have the planet Jupiter is presently in the sign of Taurus, which is wonderful. And Taurus being ruled by Venus means that we're expanding in matters of the heart, in physical form, in our bodies, the joy and pleasure we associate with being souls having a human experience. And when Jupiter moves through the sign of Taurus, we can increase all the bounty, more easily manifest our desires. So wherever Taurus is in your chart, that's where all the blessings are to be found. That's where you really want to focus some of your energy, your manifesting energy, through that house, whatever house Taurus is. For some of you, it may be in 2 different houses, depending on your natal chart. So give that a look-see. So right now, Jupiter in Taurus, love that, is conjunct the North Node. And the North Node, we all have North and South nodes in our natal chart, but this is, you know, the nodes of the moon are always in motion, and they kind of move backwards. So we're at that moment right now. I think in July, the nodes will move out of Taurus, what is it? Taurus and Scorpio into Aries and Libra. And so the whole energy will shift. But for now, we have Jupiter sitting right there with the North Node of the moon. It was exact on Thursday, so we're a couple days removed, but it's still close enough to be a conjunction. And the North Node, as it moves, it points the direction for the collective. It's like our North Star. And it's the point that holds the future out in front of us and that we aim for. So hopefully you're all feeling some measure of renewed hope and a sense of possibility now, because that's what Jupiter holding hands with the North Node is designed to do. So because I said we release things with every full moon, we also have to take in consideration that at this time, Mars is in the great eliminator angle with the planet Saturn. It's a 150-degree angle that some of my favorite astrologers call the eliminator angle. It's like an off-ramp. So this transit with Mars and Saturn takes the idea of changing the track that you're on. You know how you're driving down the road and you're in the middle lane and then you see the exit and you're like, nope, gonna get off here, and you gotta whoop and change direction literally. It takes that to the extreme. So Mars is telling us what to do next, but the wisest part of us, our inner Saturn, knows that we have to let some old ideas go right now so we can get where we want to go, right? The old idea that says, got to stay in this center lane, can't make a move, just got to keep pushing forward. This particular transit says, nope, it's okay to hang a quick right and take this exit. So it's a fork in the road transit is what I'm trying to share with you. So if there's a need for you to have a little extra added surrender, that would be around your willingness to change your mind about how to accomplish what you desire. So it's like, I just love it. I feel it's like that opportunity where you go, yep, I'm moving forward, I'm moving forward, I'm moving forward. I set my intentions, I'm taking action, I'm taking inspired action, I'm moving forward, I'm moving forward. And nope, I feel this is the time to change my plan. That's the energy right now. So release your need to stay very controlled. This is one of those full moons where you can let it all hang out and kind of surrender. And like if a new plan takes shape, run with it. Now, some of you may be saying, well, I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't know about a path or a plan or a center lane or an exit ramp. I don't know what that's about. It's okay. You don't need to. That's, the universe will do her thing. So I have this, I took this from Michael Lennox. Essentially, he gives this little prayer, you can say, or a little command statement is what I like to call it. This command statement for the full moon, which is at 11:41 p.m. That's Eastern time tonight. So it might be June 4th for some of you, across the pond and other points, other places and points and locations around the globe. But for the West Coast to the East Coast, it's happening on June 3rd, just shortly before midnight for those of us on the East Coast. So here's the little prayer you can say. I now release everything known and unknown, conscious and unconscious, that would inhibit my ability to rise up to a higher level of perception to steward my life forward in a more powerful manner. I know, play it back, write it down, put it on a sticky note like I did. It's going right on my refrigerator after. I happen to go back and forth to the refrigerator like all day. So I'm just going to put it there so that I can see it and chant it. It's basically about releasing limiting beliefs. So make that your priority to release limiting beliefs about the direction you're on, and maybe just surrender to the fact that you might have a little shift in direction. And if that's the direction the universe feels is best for you, trust it. It's a process. Trusting is a process, but trust it. Okay, so that's my spiel for the full moon in Sagittarius. And now I'm going to jump in and read Fortune Oracle. So I'm pulling from Fortune Oracle. It's not the one I normally use for newer full moons. I usually use my moon decks, but I'm feeling the fortune of Jupiter guiding us, and I'm excited to see what the message is. This is for those watching for the full moon in Sagittarius. Wish. Wow. Card 35. Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Isn't that beautiful? Your heart's desire is ready to come true. So let me read it to you. I'm only going to read because there's lots to read here. I'm reading about personal relationships. Write relationship wishes on pink or red paper and put the paper in the right side of your wallet. Remember that if you are asking about a past lover, sometimes the universe may deliver a new lover into your life, as this may be what is meant to be. For wishes surrounding family, display a photo of them with the wish written on the back in your living area in a pink frame. For baby wishes, keep a picture of a baby with your wish written on the back and keep it in your bedroom. Wow. So for those of you who want to have babies, wow. I love it. A wish is about to come true for you. Daydreams could become a reality, and what your heart desires will manifest. Tremendous emotional happiness and fulfillment will surround you. To get really clear on what you are wishing for, close your eyes right now and make a wish. Are you doing it? What do you see? Feel the emotions of what you are visualizing. See and feel how happy you are now that your wish is coming true. Open your eyes when you are ready and write down your wish immediately. Place your wish in your wallet where you can see it daily, or place it under your pillowcase overnight. That's what I do. This is a very powerful card, and your positive energy will help manifest your wish. All right, guys. Get out those pink frames, pink paper, the right side of your wallet, under the pillow. Ooh, internet just cut out on me, so let's hope it lasts. I have nice weather here. I don't know what that was about. My apologies for the quick split. All right, let's jump in for our tarot for this full moon in Sagittarius. Two of Cups. I like it. Challenges the world. Endings and new beginnings. Cycles that need to close out so a new cycle can begin. Yes. In unconscious awareness, we have the Five of Cups. So some sadness, death, and rebirth in the past. The Death card, Ace of Pentacles. In conscious awareness, that's our new beginning. Four of Swords in the near future. Three of Wands, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. So this feels really powerful to me for spirit guidance, and spirit's guidance here with the Three of Wands is ships coming in. We have the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Feels like the energy of a new beginning, of renewed passion, or reigniting the torch of passion coming from a divine masculine is the energy I'm picking up, but I'll clarify that. So let's jump in. Really beautiful reading. Two of Cups in the world. Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's all the thinking, right? But I like that we go from, we get the Ace and the Queen. The Queen being that practical minded energy. It's Libran energy, so it's very balanced, very practical, very fair-minded, but there's some new insight coming in that feels like it's the higher perception I was speaking to you about. We have Two of Cups in the world, like seeing clearly the connection, and that it's time to move beyond anything turbulent, to close out any cycles that have brought us strife. We see with a higher mind, and we operate with no hidden agenda, just real honest, first with ourselves and then of course with the others. So this feels like I was saying, there's a shift into some energy that feels more hopeful, and with greater possibility from a positive perspective. I'm just going to say uplifted, right? It's not exciting it's not excitement. It feels uplifting. That was another point that Michael Lennox made, was there's a difference in the energy. It's not feeling the vibration. It's sort of just optimism, renewed hope, uplifted energy. I love that. So let's look at the Five of Cups in unconscious awareness. Confusion by someone who's been in and out, perhaps. Disappointment, sorrow, loss, sadness, and grief. But it's related to the past. So it's kind of taking up residence in our unconscious awareness and causing unnecessary confusion. So I like the Page of Pentacles. Feels like it's like shake it off. Just take a baby step. This is part of what, the releasing the limiting beliefs part. So accept this as part of what needs to be released for the full moon, is looking into the past and trying to make sense of things. Sometimes we just can't, and we just have to shake it off and take that first step in a new direction. So for those of you who are saying, yeah, that Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands is part of that turbulent pattern, that turbulent cycle, and I don't have any answers. Queen of Swords looks for the answers and for the truth, and I'm confused by it. You don't have to have all the answers, is what this part of the reading is letting you know. So you can just kind of give it over to the universe, release it with the full moon, and trust that the answers will come in. You've got the Ace of Swords. So trust that the answers will make themselves known when the time is right. So in the past, we have the Death card. Yes. I feel like it was a slow, painful ending. I do feel this represents an ending. Something toxic that left you feeling devalued on some level. The Knight of Pentacles, in this case, it was not helpful that everything unfolded like in slow-mo. So I'm seeing this Five of Cups speaking about this experience. Someone who was in and out, maybe not committed, maybe in it for their own personal gain. It's hard to resist the temptation of this person, right? Of the connection, because there's love there. But I feel it didn't serve you well. And so whatever came to an end, if it in fact did, or whatever is presently sort of closing out, because we have the World, to have it go away at this time feels like that off-ramp that I was talking about between Mars and Saturn, so that you can finally move forward and have the new beginning of blessings and joy and abundance that you deserve, and prosperity, all of it, your wishes come true. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Yeah, but I don't know which direction to go. There's the limiting beliefs. So very interesting to see the Ace of Wands here, because we're going to get the Ace of Wands. That's the little Knight of Pentacles. It's okay. We've got the Ace of Wands as our last card out. So it's already floating around in unconscious awareness here. That's good. But your conscious awareness is like, yeah, okay, so the new beginning, I don't know what's next. And there's some important decision. It's a crossroads moment, and you might be feeling a little stuck, or even hesitant to take that next little step forward that the Page of Pentacles is encouraging you to do. And this is the limiting beliefs card, actually. So I can't believe it shows up. You're being guided to release the limiting beliefs, get out of the prison of your own making. This is the Gemini monkey mind and the overthinking, and, you know, I can think my way through this. No. The Eight of Swords asks you to take that next step forward. Her next best step is straight ahead of her into a puddle of water, and in tarot, water is emotions. So it feels to me like the message here is you're at a crossroads moment where you have to drop into your heart. You cannot think your way through this. You have to feel your way through it. And then we get that Ace of Wands, which is just under the surface. So the minute you get out of your own way and you come from the higher mind and you take this as your shift in direction, and you trust yourself first, you trust the universe, we get something here with the Ace of Wands that feels very motivating, very inspiring, very positive and uplifting. And it's just the push you need, right? Like the little baby bird on the edge of the cliff. It's like just the push, and then your wings can come to full span, and you're sailing. It feels more comfortable and easy instead of so stuck. So let's look at the Four of Swords in the near future. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's the anxiety, more Gemini, monkey mind, and that's the lower vibration of Gemini. It's not all of it, but we've got some healing of something that has to be released and forgiven. You know? Take this full moon as the opportunity to cut yourself a break, give your mind a chance to calm down, give your heart a chance to heal, and release with forgiveness, right? Whatever you are releasing. I'll read it again. I now release everything known and unknown, conscious and unconscious, right? That would inhibit my ability to rise up to a higher level of perception to steward my life forward in a more powerful manner. It's all right here. And yeah, sure, the Judgment card can mean a lot of things. It can be talking about forgiveness and second chances. It can talk about reunion. But the way it's coming through here is, no, this is about releasing with forgiveness. That's it. And calming your mind. You know, releasing the anxiety, releasing the worry, and focusing on your healing. And then we have the Three of Wands, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. So let me look at the Three of Wands. This is the message from Spirit. Wow. What's coming towards you, interestingly enough, is the apology you've been waiting for. The message of love or apology. Interesting that it comes right following my message of release with forgiveness. And the minute we release, and you've heard me say it in many of these readings before, the minute you kind of truly, and I mean honestly and consciously, let something go, the other person feels that energy. And they very often return. So set your sights on the forgiveness aspect, because what I feel is coming towards you, or what Spirit is sort of guiding you to see, is this person may come through with an apology that you've waited a very long time for. There's the energy of the Eight of Cups here, but it doesn't feel like a walking away. It feels like you on your path. You're on your path. And the things that are behind you here, right, to his back is to these Eight Cups. Yeah, you got as much out of it as you could get, but it's not coming with you. It's all within you. So you continue on your journey, and then this message of love or apology, something sincere, always sincere with the Page of Cups, comes through after a long wait. So I love that for you. And then our energy going forward is the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Let's look at those. Whoops, don't want to leave out a card. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 5 of Wands. So more of a release. I mean, there's been some conflict that I feel you're going to sort through with the Ace of Wands there. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Feels like you come through, you're coming through as partners here. Lots of happiness, lots of bliss, likely coming from the message from the heart, from probably this Emperor here. And the Ace of Wands is that thrust forward, no more need. It sort of resolves the conflict. So I'm seeing the Five of Wands as something that resides in unconscious awareness, because there may still be some confusion about the conflict from the past, but it's not going to be important. What's going to be important is the message that comes in from this person and what you do with that message, how you allow it to lead you forward. So that's really beautiful energy, guys. I'm going to tell you the astrology here, but before I do, there's a link in the description box below that will take you to the extended, where I'm going to go all the way around the zodiac like I always do, Aries through Pisces, and we're looking at some, you know, what do you and your person, what needs to be released, and what is the higher minded perception, right? Like almost as if we're going to focus a little bit on the wish part of it, right? The Jupiter aspect of this, which is running the show for this lunation, but also the release. So we'll see what the wish might be and what we need to let go so it's not in our way, so the wish can come true. Okay. Also, private readings are now available again, in case you didn't hear. There's also a link further down in the description box. You have to scroll a little bit. That will take you to the booking page, and you can read all about it. Do read it all. There's even a video that I made there, and there are a couple of spots open, so check it out. All right, here we go. So we have the World, which is Saturn, funny enough, and that is Aquarian and Capricornian energy. We have the Queen of Swords is Libra, as I mentioned. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. The Page of Pentacles, which I'm not going to bend over to pick up right now, is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Death card is Scorpio. We have the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. The Devil is more Capricorn energy. We have the Judgment card is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. Scorpio, by the way, is where the South Node is right now. So that's kind of powerful as well. I was talking to you about Jupiter being conjunct the North Node, and they're both opposite the South Node, which is what we have to release. So, and that's what I'm saying, release this heavy burden with forgiveness. That's pretty important to mention. We have the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Our beautiful Emperor here is Aries. We have the Queen of Pentacles, is more Capricorn energy, also ruled by Saturn. So that's what I have for you. I love your fortune. And the link to the extended is below. I'll see you all there in a second. Bye for now. Full moon blessings.